Today's video is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag. We're going to talk some recent trailers that just came out. We're going to show off some books, and I got some amazing Funko Pops to show off. Welcome to the Media Cabinet. What's up, everybody? All my media heads out there. How we doing? Welcome to another amazing fun video inside the Media Cabinet. Got a really fun one to talk about today. Not really a lot video game unboxings or anything. Got some books to show off. Have two Funko Pops that I want to show off as well. Talk about some of the unique details that came with these Funko Pops, including the box. But before we dive into all that, let's talk some movie news. Recently, there's been some, primarily today, there were two great trailers dropped for two amazing movies. First of all, being the Saved Coyote versus Acme. I forget when it was, 2023, 2024. Warner Brothers was working on a movie called Coyote versus Acme, about the story of, over the years that Wile E. Coyote has been trying to chase after the Roadrunner. All of his plans have been failing, and he's blaming it all on the products of the Acme Corporation, the wonderful corporation between almost everything with Looney Tunes. And he comes across a commercial for a lawyer that works with cartoons that have been wronged or shamed or very brutally injured by Acme's products. And so Wile E. Coyote gets in touch with this lawyer, who is played by Will Forte, and it's him versus the Acme Corporation, who is being run by John Cena. I'm not gonna really get into it, because I do unbox a lot of Warner Bros. Stuff here and there. But something did happen that it didn't end up releasing in theaters. And the same could be said about Batgirl and the sequel to Scooby-Doo Holiday Haunt. And those movies never saw the light of day. Along comes the first fully animated Looney Tunes movie in God knows how many years. Not Bugs Bunny, Daffy and Porky Pig in The Day the Earth Blew Up. And it did absolutely fantastic in theaters. And that was released by a company by the name of Ketchup. And thanks to how good that movie did in theaters, Ketchup is finally releasing Coyote vs. Acme. And today the first trailer dropped. You could see it be shared on the actual social media page on Twitter. You could see it on YouTube. And you can also see it on all over social media as well. So that's coming soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then the other trailer that was released today, this is amazing, from DC Studios. Again, I have to give major props to James Gunn and what he has been doing since he's taken over with DC Studios. Superman, of course, was absolutely amazing. Coming soon, we have Supergirl, which I'm really excited about that. And today, things got really dark. And over the course, there was many different posters and, things being revealed on social media and everything. And today, the teaser was finally dropped for DC Studios' Clayface, which I thought was going to be turned into a TV show, but it is being turned into a movie. And I have watched it enough times today to fully say I think this is going to be really cool. Um, in the animated series, you do see, Clayface be represented, and of course in Harley Quinn on HBO Max, there's more of a funnier version of Clayface that is voiced by the wonderfully, beautifully talented and known for doing some of the greatest voices in animated, um, Alan Tudyk. Um, he also he also does the voice of Joker in um, in Harley Quinn. So I watched this multiple times, and I mean, it looks exceptionally creepy and exceptionally scary. And they're doing it as a horror movie, so I think it's gonna be really good. I myself cannot wait to see it, and I know that there are a lot of people out there that are really excited to see it as well. So, of course, there's been a whole bunch of new stuff. Oh, also another one that dropped today, a new trailer for Scary Movie. That's right, we're back. Sorry, I just had to do that. That was really terrible. Marlon Wayans, don't come after me. Um, yeah, all thanks to Scream 7. Scary Movie is coming back, and I've been loving what they've been putting out with the trailers and everything. And of course, with this week being the release of Michael, we'll talk about that. They are including a spoof with Michael in the new Scary Movie, with Kenan Thompson playing Michael Jackson. So, and getting to, with Michael, I am really excited about this. I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. I loved Rocket Man. And the guy that directed Bohemian Rhapsody is now taking a shot at the Michael Jackson story. Of course, leaving out some things, but that's okay. It's the legacy of the King of Pop, and he's being played by his nephew. And I think that is really cool. But unfortunately, some critics so far are not giving it the greatest reviews. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the score is around 40, 30 something right now, but that could all change from audience reviews when the movie does come out officially. I don't really care what the critics are going to say. I think the movie's going to be fantastic. They've done a really great job telling these stories of some of these greatest names in history, in music history so far. All the way going to like Bruce Springsteen and now Michael Jackson. There was another one too, but I can't remember for the life of me. It was Bruce Springsteen. There was another one, and then of course there was Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm pretty sure there was another one. It would be cool if someone would do one on Prince. I think that would be cool. I would like to see that. So, there you go. There's some movie news. There's some talk about trailers. And of course, there was a whole bunch of stuff revealed from CinemaCon this past week. There was finally, they showed some stuff about Doomsday. Of course, there was nothing actually revealed online. It's because they had a really good infrared system in there that was blocking every single camera that was trying to get footage, so no one was able to leak anything. So, but yeah, that's that. In video game news, they've been revealing some dev diaries leading up to the release of 007 First Light. next month, PlayStation is releasing a very special DualSense Gold controller. And they're making it fun like the man with the golden controller. So you could pre-order that from anywhere that you buy your video games: Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, Target. I think you can buy it from the actual website. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff coming up, and of course, next month is the release of also Lego Batman, the new Lego Batman game, Legacy of the Dark Knight. So there you have it. That's a lot of great movie news, trailer news, all that jazz. So now we're gonna dive into the two Funko Pops that I wanted to show off. Last week, I went over to Target before going out to dinner with my mom and dad for their wedding anniversary. And we stopped in the Target. I went over by the Funko Pops, and I came across two amazing Funko Pops that were actually on sale. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get those because they represent an iconic Power Ranger of an actor that is unfortunately no longer with us. And I found an opportunity, to get those and add them to my pop collection. And that is going to be the red Zeo Ranger and the red Turbo Ranger. Originally played by the late, great Jason David Frank. The details on these are exceptionally amazing, including their weapons and their mask with their visors. So, when you open the box on the red Zeo Ranger, on the tab when you pull it up, it says Zeo Ranger 5 red. And then when you open up the tab on the red Turbo Ranger, it says shift into turbo. The other one that is part of this collection, so there was 3 in this Prime collection. It was Zeo Ranger 5 red and the red Turbo Ranger, and then of course the black Dino Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. And I'm pretty sure when you open up the tab on the box, it has, of course, the call signal from Black Dino Power. Yeah. Brachio, whatever. Yes, I have watched Power Rangers. I'm on Operation Overdrive right now on the Roku channel, but Operation Overdrive just wasn't really one of my favorites, and it's just hard to get through. I don't have any hate towards it. It's an okay series. There's been better ones. So, I would like to find all the Tommy Rangers, the Green Dragon, the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin, the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin. I would like to find Lord Dark Dragon. And yeah, I mean, Jason David Frank was the Power Ranger. He was, part of the OG team. He was in the remake. He made a cameo, but he was the one that kept coming back for all the anniversary specials. And when I found out that he passed away, it was just ultimately very sad. And I had an opportunity to meet him. Unfortunately, I had other plans. But yeah, it's sad, when we lose a celebrity. So, alright, gonna go ahead and do a quick rapid fire of books that I've recently gotten. As I have stated in multiple videos before, my local library does a really awesome book sale in the fall and the spring. So the last one just wrapped up recently. I got to go 2 times to the book sale this year, so far for spring. And on the last time I went, I did find some media tie-ins, some in the sci-fi fantasy section that just kind of excited me, and I went ahead and grabbed. So first I'm going to start off with a journey that begins where everything ends. Now a spectacular motion picture from Walt Disney Productions, a novel by Alan Dean Foster with a screenplay by Jeb Rosebrook and Gary Day. We have The Black Hole. Never actually seen The Black Hole. I am always down to watching any movie that has to do with space. Recently saw Project Hail Mary. Need to watch Interstellar. But yeah, I was really surprised to find this. Next, from New York Times bestseller and #1 best-selling author Michael Crichton, who is of course known for writing the Jurassic Park movies and the Jurassic Park novel, and of course also the Lost World. We have Pirate Latitudes. This is not really based on a movie. I just saw it because I know of this author, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It has to do with pirates. Yeah, Hoist the Jolly Roger about the bestseller list. You made these. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading all that. Pirate Latitudes is Michael Crichton's at his best, a rollicking adventure tale pulsing with relentless action, crackling atmosphere, and heart-pounding suspense. So, I think it's gonna be fun to read. So yeah. This is again, these next two are not really tied into anything. They're just medieval fantasy sci-fi, and I just picked them up. So, next we have the #1 bestseller, an thrilling new novel of King Arthur's Camelot by the author of The Crystal Cave and The Hollow Hills. We have The Last Enchantment by Mary Stewart. I don't really know much about this. Again, it's not a movie novelization or a media tie-in. I just saw it and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a read. It looks fun. And then you have over here, this is by an author by the name of Jody Lynn Nye, author of Mythology 101. A wonderfully whimsical new fantasy writer emerges in Jody Lynn Nye. This comes from Warner Books. It's called Mythology Abroad. I don't know what this is about. I see a leprechaun, a fairy, and something else. So again, I saw this at the book fair. I picked it up and I was like, you know what? It looks like a really fun read. I think it will be enjoyable. And then the last one from the book fair that I picked up, I have the regular film novelization for the Tom Cruise version, and I saw this, and I think this one was really cool to find. This is based off of the original TV series on, that is really frail. The original TV series on CBS. Dan Briggs, secret agent extraordinary, and his team of specialists in high-level danger face their deadliest enemy. Read the novel, see the smash hit CBS TV series. We got Mission Impossible. This seems very fragile. The pages are very yellowed. That's how you can tell it's going to be a good book. On the back it says, top secret. The Impossible Missions Force is headed is headed by a silent man named Dan Briggs. With his seductive partner Crimson Carter, he takes on the espionage jobs too dangerous and difficult for any other agency to handle. This time, in two Nazi masters of evil, he meets more than his match. So, that's gonna do it for all the books that I got from my local library book sale. Oh wait, no, I got one more. I was just look. This wasn't in like the tie-in area or anything. This was just like with classics. It's the Sherlock Holmes Handbook. The Methods and Mysteries of the World's Greatest Detective by Ransom Riggs. My name is Sherlock Holmes. It is my business to know what other people don't know. So, yeah, the whole reason why I picked this up is because um, I enjoy the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, from I believe it is Guy Ritchie. So that's the reason why I picked this up. It's a really stupid thing, but I don't care. And then I have three more actual books and one more fun book that I picked up from Target. And so we'll get to that at the end. I have two of these, and I just added two more, plus the incredibly novel for the crappy live action movie. Don't ask me why, I picked it up somewhere. I love the games, and to dive into the books that give more expose and more, expansion on them, it's really cool. And again, I love finding novelizations that not only just branch on movies, but also branch on video games as well when the opportunity presents itself. And so that's why I recently picked up the novelization for Assassin's Creed Renaissance, which, in the order of the books, this is the first one. And then I think after this one, it's Brotherhood. So I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which there is some really fun news about that. If you've seen it, if you know, you know. And then I have this one, and then I have one more to show. What I really like about these books, though these are mass market paperback version, but they're like that wide stretched novel. I haven't read Black Flag yet, and I haven't read the movie novelization yet. But these are the books by Oliver Bowden. These are the rest of the Assassin's Creed game novelizations. You have Renaissance, Brotherhood, The Secret Crusade, Revelations, Forsaken, Black Flag, Unity, Underworld, and then of course Odyssey. And that was of course revealed for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There is one for Valhalla. I think they released one with Mirage. I need to look and see. They're probably just side stories. They're not like side stories of the game. And then the next one that I have I got Assassin's Creed Unity. So again, I would love to find. There are side stories, of the Halo games, but I would love to see like an actual full-on novelization of Halo, Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4. There's side stories, like the Fall of Reach is one of the more popular ones that I always see. There's also ones of Gears of War and everything. I want to get them, and I'll get them at some point. As long as there's a mass market version, I will pick them up. And then last but not least, never saw the movie, never played any of the games, and I don't know if I did show it off in a video before. If I did, I'm sorry, you're getting a second show. We have the Return to Silent Hill. the official movie novelization, based on the game created by Konami. Novelization by John Passarella, screenplay by Christopher Gaines and Sandra Voana and Williams Schneider. What is really cool about this cover is if you look in the eyeball, you can actually see a reflection of Pyramid Head. I know of the characters, just never played any of the games and never seen any of the movies. But I did experience it at Halloween Horror Nights in 2011 for my very first time going to the event. So this is a Titan book. Usually Titan books that I get are in the mass market form, but like with this and Kong X Godzilla, the New Empire, they did the regular I forget what it's called, mass market paperback, and then there's the regular paperback, trade paperback. So, alright, this video is getting a little bit too long, and that is kind of my fault. But here is the last book that I got when the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers was announced. One awesome piece of merchandise that was announced along with the re-release of Super Mario Galaxy and the release of Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Switch, one piece of merchandise that was released was that you could finally pick up Rosalina's storybook. This is a page-for-page replica of the story that while you are playing Super Mario Galaxy, you collect chapters and pages of the book that she reads to the Lumas every night before they go to bed. This is a really cute replica from Dark Horse Books. This is a perfect thing to tell your kids, to read to your kids before they go to bed. But this is a recreation page for page. Inside, it says everybody that helped make this book be possible. Of course, created by Nintendo with Dark Horse credits, with special thanks and everything, all that jazz. So the colors are very vibrant, very beautiful, exactly like in the game. So I saw this at Target. It was on sale. It was like 30% off. So very happy to have this. Well, there you go, folks. We talked movie trailers. We talked books. We showed off 2 Funko Pops of a fantastic Power Ranger. And with all that being said, guys, thanks as always for checking out this video. Got some fun stuff coming up in May, and also got some amazing stuff coming from Amazon that I cannot wait to unbox for you guys. With all that being said, guys, I look forward to seeing you for another amazing video from the Media Cabinet, and hopefully soon we'll be having some more announcements from Halloween Horror Nights. With all that being said, guys, bye for now, and I'll see you next time.